Welcome back, Mahula friends, to the Mahula Brothers Incorporated YouTube channel, where today we bring you another episode of Eisenhornxenos, where this is right now a pre-release demo version of the game. We are continuing our playthrough of the game and the story. The game does fully release on May 19th, 2016. Will full retail at $24.99 American dollars, $24 American dollars, 99 American cents. I do not know if it will be on sale. I don't know if it will have a release sale. Maybe, maybe not. But like I said in all our videos, we take risks for you in the virtual world so you and your wallets don't have to. And this is what it is. This is our risk, and you're taking a look at it. Look at that. Jeez, look at that lighting anomaly. That's insane. All right, how much money do we have? 23. Okay, 2,300. So, oh, wait a minute. 2,300. So what we're gonna do here is it D? D is the melee damage. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna buy that one, and we're gonna select it. Perfect. 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 Now, I'm going against certain things here because I'm showing you what I would do if I was playing this and I didn't know what was going to happen. But yeah, certain things will change, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. Alright, so we are on the Guncutter. This is the cockpit of the Guncutter. Very nice. Look at that. I love these screens where that, see, they're text screens, but they're like tablets. I mean, stone tablet.
Lowing is waiting for you in the room below us.
I love it. So yeah, I don't know if they'll ever address in this game as to what an astropath is and does completely.
Master,
contact the main Astropathicus enclave here on Hubris and request a full transcript of off-world traffic for the past 6 weeks. Also, any record of unlicensed traffic, individuals using their own astropaths. Whatever they can make available. And a little threat that it's an Inquisitor requiring this data wouldn't hurt.
will you be requiring an auto-seance?
Not yet, but I will eventually. I will give you time to prepare.
Okay, I do not...
Master, is it true that the female Vibben is dead?
Yes, Loink.
Ah, I thought it was quiet.
The comment wasn't as callous as it sounded. Loris Vibben was a latent psyker. Whilst she was alive, I could hear the unconscious broadcasting of her young, eager mind. And yet my psychic abilities at the time were undeveloped compared to Loink's.
Yeah, so...
Loink, although a young man, was already physically deteriorating from the demands of a psyker's life. He hadn't been with me long. My previous astropath had been killed trying to translate a warp cipher 6 weeks before.
A warp cipher 6 weeks before.
I spent an hour with Amos in his cramped, data slate-filled room, preparing a report for Carpel. I set out the basic details, reserving anything I felt he didn't need to know. I accounted for my actions. I made Amos check them against local law. In truth, I was bulletproof against local legislation, but I wanted to check anyway. An Amalathian prides himself on working with the structures of Imperial society, not above or beyond them, or through them, as a mono-dominant might. I wanted Carpel and the senior officials of Hubris on my side, helping my investigation. Although exhausted, I could not sleep before paying one last visit to Vibben.
Midas placed Vibben's remains in her room opposite.
I know his voice. His voice sounds so familiar. I just can't place it. And my friends know that I want to try to remember
Loris
where...
Vibben. Twice she saved my life. She saw herself as my aide and bodyguard, but in truth, She was more a companion and fellow warrior.
Companion and fellow warrior. Yeah, so the other guy's voice I recognize, and yeah, I won't look it up. I'll try to hold back from looking it up, and I'll try to remember where I heard that voice, where I heard the voice actor from.
Get ready. Lift off for Sundome in 5.
Lift off for Sundome in 5. Okay, so that's bed. Betty,
For
bye.
the first time in 6 years, I did not dream about Iclone. I dreamt of something else.
Okay, so I'm in control of the dream. Sort of.
Eisenhorn!
Oh, damn. Latent psychic anomalies.
In the blinding dark came a revelation.
The Aquila.
His blank eyes were empty. Not like Iclone's drones, but vacant, like an immense, starless distance. I had no idea who he was. At that point,
Eisenhorn.
Touchdown! Destination reached. Ready to disembark.
Missing some subtitles there. But, yeah, definitely something chaos related. 300. Definitely something chaos related there. So, for some of you who are not familiar with Warhammer 40k, and those of you who are familiar with the old movie, it's not that old, but I guess it is old for some of you, Event Horizon, where this takes, the Warhammer 40k universe takes into account,
Damn bright place.
they have 11 months of pitch dark, so they light their habitat to an excessive degree.
They don't get many visitors in this season. Most of the ships here are local, trans-atmospheric. I make 3 non-locals aside from us. 2 trader launches and a private cutter.
I'd like to know how that bastard Iclone got here, and how he was intending to leave again.
I'll find out. What about Vibben?
Do you know what her wishes were? Did she want her remains sent back to Tornish for burial?
I don't know, Eisenhorn. She never told me either.
Take a look through her effects. See if she left any testament or instructions. Can you do that?
I'd like to do that.
okay, so like I was saying, concerning that and chaos, or that, I forgot where the original theory was about, traveling in, or was it the ether, trans warp, or whatever, where that the other dimension, where you cut through in the movie Event Horizon. There's like it's supposed to be hell in a sense. Where that here in Warhammer 40k, yeah, they do that.
Amos had completed his report. Now it was time to face the locals. It was a short trip through the overbright streets to the custodial hall. The flowers?
From the hydroponic farms on East Dome 7.
Signifying?
Morning, same as the sashes. What happened last night is a major tragedy for this world. Yellow is their holy color. I believe the local religion is a solar belief.
The sun as emperor?
Common enough. Extreme here, for obvious reasons.
11 months of darkness, yeah. Oh, sorry. I cannot run. I cannot run. Anyway, yeah. I like how some of these parallels are when it comes to stories. Stories like, you know, I mean, in the sense of like the Warhammer 40k universe and the source of chaos. I have to read up on that, where I don't believe that Games Workshop created the Chaos Gods, because I think the Chaos Gods were supposed to somewhat represent, I think, the four horsemen of the apocalypse in a way, but not really. So I'll have to read up on that as to where they came from. I keep forgetting. There's so much information I'd love to read in a fictional world like Warhammer 40k. Learning it is like learning Greek mythology, almost.
High Custodian.
They are all dead. All 12,142. Processional 212 is dead. None survived the trauma.
Hubris has my sincere sympathies, High Custodian.
Your sympathies? A great part of our ruling elite die in one night, and we have your sympathies to console us.
That is all I can offer, High Custodian.
Your arrogance astounds me, Off-Worlder. You bring this monster to our world, battle with him through our most sacred sanctums.
Wait. I came here to save you and deny Iclone's plans. But for the efforts of myself and my companions, he might have destroyed more than one of your hibernation tombs. I broke none of your laws. I was careful to preserve your codes in pursuit of my work. What do you mean I brought this monster here?
We registered no off-world ship these past 20 days, except yours, Eisenhorn. Did you choose Hubris because it was a quiet place, where you might finish your feud undisturbed in the long dark?
Amos?
The supports are early Imperial Gothic in style, but...
Amos, the report. Read this, Carpo. Read it thoroughly. Or should I read it aloud to all here assembled? Should I explain how I came here at the last minute when I learned Iclone was moving to Hubris? That I learned that only by astropathic decryption of a cipher message sent by Iclone 2 months ago? A cipher that killed my astropath in his efforts to translate it?
Inquisitor,
And what about this? The evidence that Iclone has been planning a move against your world for almost a year. And this, gathered last night, that an unregistered starship moved in and out of your orbit to deliver Iclone 3 days ago, unnoticed by your planetary overwatch and the Custodian Guardians? You were wide open. He exploited you. Don't blame me for anything except being too late to stop him. As I said, you have my sincere condolences. And next time you choose to confront an Imperial Inquisitor, you may want to be more respectful. I'm excusing a lot, because I recognize the trauma and loss you have suffered. But my patience isn't limitless, unlike my authority. I expect your full cooperation as I extend my investigation.
But the matter is over.
I want your consent for me to continue, as well as your full cooperation. Iclone may be dead, but he was just the blade point of a long and still dangerous weapon.
What are you talking about?
If he speaks again without me knowing who he is, I will throw him out of the window. and I won't open it first.
This is Chastener Fischig of the Adeptus Arbites. I wanted him present.
Chastener.
Inquisitor, my question stands.
Merdin Iclone was a facilitator. A brilliant, devious man, one of the most dangerous I've ever hunted. He had no true allegiances. He worked to facilitate the grand schemes of others. What he was doing here on Hubris was to advance and develop someone else's plans. I must work back from Iclone, his men, from any clue he left, and dig my way into whatever greater secret darkness was employing him.
And for this you want the cooperation of the people of Hubris?
The people, the authorities, you, everyone. This is the Emperor's work. Will you shrink from it?
No, sir, I will not.
Excellent.
I grant my authority. Conduct your work thoroughly and quickly. I ask 2 things in return.
And they are?
You report all findings to me, and you allow the Chastener to accompany you. Fischig has the authority of the Arbites. Consider him a local guide.
And your ears and eyes. I will be grateful for his assistance.
Where first?
They wanted blood, I realized. They wanted someone to punish for the deaths. Or something to tell to the rest of the population when they woke to this disaster a few months later. I couldn't blame them. Midas, prepare the combat simulator. We have a new crew member.
Midas.
The combat simulator is ready.
Okay, Chastener Fischig. Let's see what you've got.
Let's see what you've got. Alright, so he is here. Oh, we have no money. We have no money. Okay, so what do we got? Let's see what we got. No. We have a D and a C. D and a C. What is D and C? Health and melee. Alright, that's fine. Do I want to buy a sword? No, I can't buy anything. Because I bought the bigger upgrades for Eisenhorn. Eisenhorn. Alright, simulator time. Okay, so was it force?
Be gone, heretic!
I forgot what this was. Okay, so space is the force push. $200 coin.
Had enough then? Round 2.
Let's do round 2.
Begin.
Begin. I can't see where everything is.
This would not be my weapon of choice, Inquisitor. Perhaps I could change.
Okay.
Try changing your weapons before the next round.
Okay, so I could change the weapons. I can't afford anything. And I
Use the
gave you some
terminal
upgrades.
over there.
I gave you some upgrades. Activate army terminal, blah blah. Credits to purchasing equipment. Yeah. Okay, well, I did that, but There's nothing else I can do. So let's just go ahead.
Here we go.
And continue. I'll have to upgrade you later.
Have a chambermaid's more fight.
Still.
Okay, whatever. So there's not much I can do in the sense of checking. I can't control him. He's basically an NPC.
Not bad, Chastener. That's a mess you made of my hold.
Master, I have scrutinized all of iClone's transmissions. They are all in cipher, and it will take some time yet for me to unlock them. But Brother Amos is...
The key is in the lag.
The lag.
During your struggle with the recidivist, he was sending and receiving to someone with a 12.5-minute delay. That's another system.
You're sure?
There are 3 worlds between 11 and 15 minutes lag from Hubris. Thracian, Primaris, Cobalt 2, and Gudrun.
Cobalt is no more than an Imperial watch station. Nothing there.
Thracian is no surprise. That's where we followed him from. But Gudrun? Gudrun's a primary trade world. Old culture, old families.
Old poisons.
Can we be more certain?
I'm sure I can break the cipher, Master. At least for the coded headers, if not the actual text. Given enough time...
Lowink, tell Gregor about the Hubris transmissions.
There were messages sent from Hubris to iClone's ship before he arrived. Not so heavily encrypted. They are rather vague and indirect, but they do discuss something called the Pontius.
The Pontius.
Do you have a location?
Why else do you employ us? Thorview 12011, on the west side of the dome, the high rent quarter, Aristoturf.
You said we were meeting at 2.
I did, didn't I? Just about to come and find you as it happens. We're going to Thorview.
All right. Thorview. I lowered the music because it was loud in the beginning, so I don't know if there is any music in these sections. There should be. Amos has joined the party as a supporter. So he's the third person now. Okay. Oh, there is a little bit of music. A little bit of ambient music. But the problem is that, I had to lower it so much because the title screen music was so
the
dang loud.
wealthiest Hubrites kept winter palaces on the west perimeter of the Sun Dome. According to Chastener Fishik, they enjoyed both light and dark, as if that was something indulgent. They looked inwards to the lit dome, and had shutters that could be opened to view the dark landscape of the winter desert. It was a spiritual thing, Amos suggested.
Wow, look at that. I'll have to admit that the creators, the designers of this game has they've stayed true to the grand scale of what Warhammer 40k universe is supposed to feel like or look like and make you feel. It's very nice. I appreciate that. So we're gonna call the episode here. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching, spending time with me. What the heck was that? As always, we thank you for your love and support. We ask for your continued love and support by, giving us those clicks, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Mahula Brothers. Tell your folks, tell your friends, tell your non-friends. Tell your frenemies, tell your complete strangers about the Mahula brothers and their fun times as we go through Eisenhornxenos, pre-release copy for you. Yeah. You know, and as always, we ask that you guys stay safe out there in the real world. Stay thirsty, keep frosty, and, you know, we do these things. We take these risks for you in the virtual worlds so that you and your wallet don't have to. Thanks a lot.